as a woman who makes 7 figures, like my money does not retain my relationship. Like my ability to, if he gets home at 6 a.m., me making breakfast when he gets home is what's retaining my relationship. It's never been my ability to, I'm a Forbes lister, top of my game, but that doesn't retain my relationship. Me cooking from scratch 3 times a day retains my relationship and retains me going on
3 times a day?
Yes, from scratch. I was on Food Network, but like me being able to cook, me being able to upkeep our home and like putting labels on everything, doing weirdo organizing shit is what's retaining my relationship.
It's not weird. It's fantastic.
Facts.
Yes, that is very true.
Oh my god, she's so annoying.
I'm actually quite shocked at how dysfunctional this panel is and how nobody can maintain long-term relationships.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say.
Let me explain, right? So I'm actually pregnant with a girl right now. So I'm having a daughter, and being here is like terrifying because I have to see like the world that my daughter is going to come up in. And I don't want like what you guys are experiencing. I would never want or wish for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to be used by like some guy in high school or like some guy in college, because that's what's going on, because we're talking about dating and situationships. We're giving our bodies to these men, and I don't want her to be used by some guy who could care less. You know, I want her to be able to exercise discernment and have better options.
You can't just pick women based on looks.
Subscribe now.
You have to understand a woman's mindset. And if her mindset is modern, you gotta go. Doesn't matter what comes. And you only judge women based upon their actions. Give women in general the benefit of the doubt. And see, a lot of ladies aren't gonna like what I'm about to say, but I say this: look at a woman that even if you're dealing with. Assume that she means the best. Assume her heart's in the right place. It doesn't matter. It comes down to your action.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Will you send me the link of that t-shirt later? Because I want to get one. Send me the link.
Yo, what the fuck? Hold on, repeat that, Sydney.
It's just a t-shirt. Like, it's just not.
Repeat it.
I was just saying, send the link of the t-shirt. Like, I feel.
That's abhorrent, Sydney. That I've just communicated to you, like, how I think it's wrong, and you're, like, doubling down on...
I see how you think it's wrong.
I'm gonna back you up, girl sisterhood. I'm gonna buy a t-shirt that says, I want to make men cry. Damn! That's so disgusting. This is... The point I'm trying to get at is hatred of men is basically fully accepted in society. Dude, shut up.
No, I see what he's saying, though. Like, I see what you're saying with the whole hatred of men thing.
I'm also... broken.
Well, all of my friends who prioritized having kids in their 20s are all now single moms at 40 and divorced. I got so many of these comments on my last video, so I'm going to touch on it now. Disregarding exceptional reasons such as real abuse, the fact is 80% of women are the ones ending marriages, 90% if they have a degree. Facts! Now, I've known about this statistic way before Jordan Peterson started popping off, and unfortunately it was due to my own research because I saw how many of my female friends were leaving their husbands. I'm very tired of this victim mentality that has manifested within the female realm. It is hard for me to have empathy for single divorced moms when 90% of the time they are at fault for it. It is completely self-inflicted.
Thank you. Come again.
I'm also coming from a place of self-critique because, believe it or not, just like every woman in America, I have succumbed to some of those thoughts. But we listen to social media and mass media and we tell ourselves that there's someone else there that's going to treat us even better, and we neglect the other party, which is our husbands, and then all the children that are involved as well. Oh, but let's not forget the vows you took. You cannot discredit my theory of prioritizing a family first and then working on a career, all because you have women that fall in that 90% category that left their husbands. Now just wait for this comment section to blow up on all the women that tell me they are the exception, that 90% are leaving because the men are so terrible.
Women.
If your husband can provide for you, your first priority is the home. Yes.
You can't go out and get a career and a job and be like, oh, well, now you're going to split the work 50-50 with me at home, because it's not his responsibility. Allah has told him you must provide for your family, and you are hindering him from doing that.
Exactly.
But if your life balances that you can work and still take care of the home, that's your duty to take on both roles. And then that's your responsibility. You can't come home and be like, oh, I'm so tired from working all day. Can you pick up my slack? Because you're doing something that's optional, whereas he's doing something that is mandatory upon him by Allah, commanded by Allah. And so it comes with balance. It doesn't matter what job she's doing.
If you can manage the time effectively, whereby your obligations and duties are never, ever, ever compromised as a woman, so that doesn't happen.
Okay, you know what? You know what's gonna happen? Eventually, okay, look, you know what? That's a superwoman. If she can do that, oh good, well, I've got no problem. But I know at one place it's gonna crack. I can't manage both. And what's gonna happen? It's gonna come at the cost of my rights being violated.
What do you consider as a green flag in a guy?
No toxic masculinity.
Describe that. What do you mean by toxic masculinity?
If you're gonna make a joke about a woman, like, go make me a sandwich, red flag.
Would you consider yourself a traditional woman?
Define traditional.
Somebody who puts the family first, who is willing to be provided for, somebody who nurtures the family. Also, I'd say purity and low body count.
No, I'm a preschool teacher though. I'm very nurturing.
Sensational. He belongs to the streets.
This is a piece of advice for the guys. When a girl is at the gym, do not move to her. Like, don't move to her. That's like one of the biggest and most annoying things for us girls. Like, the gym for us is a place where we go to quiet our minds, like mentally focus on ourselves and physically focus on ourselves. Like, the gym is such a sacred space for me. When I go to the gym, my mind is quiet, I'm happy, like I'm in my zone, like I've left everything noisy outside. You can't then come in and try and move to me. Like, no, it's an absolute no. Like, you're circling around when I'm trying to work out and I'm noticing, like, don't do it. Don't be that guy. Like, do not be that guy. Like, I promise you, do not be that guy.
You're a victim.
Here we go.
So this is the delusion, right? Like, and this is something that I even had internalized for so much of my life, that like being this independent woman was going to be valued in some way. And it's really hard for women to absorb that guys just don't care.
They don't care at all. I will say, okay, if a guy does care, he doesn't have a job. Yeah.
He's looking to lean on you.
He's looking to live off of you, girl. He might say he's got a job. He don't though.
Yes, that is very true.